Excuse me. What's going on, everybody? LDG here, along with Mar, Mr. Londell, and Berto Prey 5. Welcome to episode 2 of What If the MCU Was Good. Oh boy. I got another one here, guys. We got another one. I've already heard some info about this latest creation. And it should be interesting to say the least. Let me just reframe everything here real quick. For some reason that got resized. There we go. Okay, so we have everything loaded, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, if you want to join us here on the panel, you're more than welcome to. I'll put the link for the panel in the chat right now. Mr. Londell, I think you're muted, boss.
No, I'm not.
There we go. There we go. That works. All right, join panel. Here is the link for that. Boom. And then, of course, if you want to watch along with us, here is the link to watch along with us. That is nerdrotica.com/theater. It's a link for that. All right.
Hello, Dave G. Sound. So how is your German porn dungeon going on?
Porn dungeon. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, he's working on an art studio in the basement. Must be a German dungeon porn dungeon.
Hey, looks like we're gonna have an extra person rifting this with us. Everyone, welcome SSJK Dots. What up, man?
What's up, LDG? What's good, everybody?
Bro. Chilling. Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping out.
Wanted to come through and just share my opinions.
Yeah, man. Oh, we're actually going to be watching it and rifting it at the same time. Unless this actually ends up being a good episode, which I highly doubt. From what I've heard so far.
I already seen it. I'll watch it. I'll watch along with you guys again. I'm
sorry to have to put you through that.
Yeah, T'Challa's voice acting was good, but that's about it. That's about what I liked from the episode. I really disliked this episode, bro.
You know, I feel for Chadwick. A lot of the time, actors can't really control the overall, position of the character that they're playing. They have a little bit of wiggle room as far as like how the character is perceived. But
yeah,
the overall show itself, they have no control over. It's not like he can say, "Oh my God, this plot sucks." Can we change this?
Unless he doesn't want to get blackballed by Hollywood, then yeah.
I hear ya. Oh, looks like we lost Bird.
But I'll watch along with you guys.
That's fine, Bird.
Episode, because I haven't watched this episode ever since. It's like any of the other MC shows. I haven't really rewatched them like that. Falcon and Winter Soldier, but the other two, WandaVision and Loki, I haven't really rewatched them. The rewatch value shows are
absolutely shit. In WandaVision, I didn't want to watch the rest of it after episode 8. I didn't even want to finish it, let alone watch it the first time or even rewatch it. Loki, has a little bit of rewatch value, but that's it, like very slightly. I would say,
probably episode 4, since it had the most emotion, best acting, but that's about it for me.
I kind of liked episode 1 because it's kind of set the stage until they flopped in episode 2 and completely made them look like idiots. They made the TVA look like idiots.
Episode 1 was far more entertaining to me than the WandaVision episode 1 because I was laughing, I was enjoying myself, smiling. I wasn't bored. It's not that I was bored, but I was like, "What the hell am I watching?" type of face. That's what I had.
Cast in the Shadows popped in for a quick minute. I don't know if he's still there. What's going on, man? Says, I apologize. I know the title is somewhat extreme and harsh, perhaps too much so, given the topics, but I didn't feel the need to spend hours on end thinking of doing a better title. What's this? He dropped a link for the representation equates to exploitation. Insert name here. Escapism Live. Okay, that's an interesting title name. And he's live right now, so check out Cast in the Shadows, man. Good to see you popping in. Appreciate that. Dave G Sound says, hey, man, skipping work tonight to work on the basement art studio and listen along. Oh, that's what you were talking about. See here. Cinnabon popping in saying hello. Hey, Cinnabon. Hey, I got to watch some of your model building today, man. I got to watch the rest of it, but the title was Fail, so I don't know if you actually failed or not. I know you were having some wiring issues with your Enterprise D. I'll watch the rest of it later. I just added to my stream. Got to get ready for tonight because at 8:30 over on Biggerford Entertainment, guys, you can come check us out. We're doing a roundtable review for this episode 2 that we're about to watch. Again, links are in the chat, nerdrotica.com/theater if you want to watch along with us. And the StreamYard link to join the panel, if you want to join us up here, is in the chat as well. See here. Scott Getman, I'll probably never see the show, but the actual comic What If was really good. Right? And there was another What If, too, that I wanted to read. It was something about what if the black suit possessed Spider-Man? And, man, that shit looked hot. I mean, you had, like, the Hulk punching Spider-Man in the face, and he wasn't even sweating. And Thor like knocking him with the hammer in the face, and he wasn't even budging. The comic What Ifs were so much better, so much better, and not this compiled piece of garbage that we seem to be getting right now. That just seems to be, diversity run amok. Anywho, followed by effed up science and screwed up time dilation and. Oh, can you talk Thanos out of not snapping the universe? Really? No, not happening.
I mean, and the shocking part is the people that claim they grew up on this. It's what got them through childhood, and they like this.
What's really seemed to be, and I don't know, because we'll see, is that they're making the main character like an overall god, like better than the original story. Like we already saw the first episode where, what's her name became Captain America or Captain, Captain United Kingdom, and
Agent Carter becomes Captain England.
Yeah, I mean, and then she is like the Hulk. I mean, she is literally the effing Hulk. And
girl had some guns on her, didn't she?
Oh my god, dude! Just totally propped her up. And we'll see if they're gonna do the same thing here with Chadwick.
She have a crowd nuts out of that costume as well.
Well, to the Hulk thing last week, I said already that we have never seen Captain America do it. But then again, he kept a helicopter down on ground just with one arm, while he had nothing to grab on. And
that made no sense.
That's also more something the Hulk would do and not Captain America, if you ask me.
Yeah. Well, the Hulk weighs more than the right?
Exactly, I mean, the Hulk weighs more than Captain America.
I'd say he almost weighs more than the helicopter. I mean, all that muscle? Oh my god, that's got to be a leverage maker there, or at least you'd figure. But all right, so let's see here. Scott McGetman says, in general, though, FU to the cinematic universe. FU to the MCU. Absolutely. See here. Dave G says, I'm going to watch y'all work as I work. Absolutely, boss. Thank you very much. Scott Getman puts in number 27 and 32. I'm assuming you're talking about the what ifs. When is She-Hulk going to get introduced? I have no clue, and I actually kind of don't want her introduced from what I've been hearing. I mean, it's getting so bad, I don't even want to review these things anymore, and I know that's hard to say for a, YouTuber that does reviews. but it's getting that bad. I mean, it's borderline. I don't even care anymore. And then someone almost gave me a heart attack when they said Disney bought Dragon Ball, and I almost died on air until I found out that was fake news.
Oh, okay. I was about to,
thank God.
Oh, man.
I don't need Dragon Ball being owned by Disney. Okay, I would do some dangerous six o'clock news shit if I find out that Disney buys out my last beloved anime. Because we all know they won't touch stuff like Death Note. They won't touch anime like that, but they might want Dragon Ball.
I'd feel the same way if they tried to buy Cowboy Bebop. So
I
feel you there.
Anyway, nightmares galore. I'd rather not think of it. What, Mar?
I can actually see you walking through Disneyland, painted like the Joker, and just exploding the buildings in Disneyland.
I'm telling you. I'm so close. I am so close. You don't know how close I am, man. Oh, God. All right, on that note, let's take a look to see who's in the house. Anybody else? We got just 4 people wanting to join us. 1 person on Twitch. What's up on Twitch? If you're over on Twitch, you want to join us on YouTube. If you want, that's LDG of Geeks Enjoy. That's LDG of Geeks Enjoy with an exclamation point at the end. You can come join us over there and join the chat. We got a few people in here. Again, the link to watch along with us. We're going to have a fair use version here in the top, and we'll be watching in the screening room together at nerdrotica.com/theater. Go ahead and go to nerdrotica.com/theater. I'm repeating myself. We have 3 people in there right now. You popping in, SS?
You're muted.
SS, you there?
He's muted.
You might need to step away. I'll keep my mic muted for now. Oh, I'll be right back. Okay, I didn't read that. Okay, rock and roll. Okie dokie. So without further ado, and I'll just do this one more time. I just saw a couple people pop in. Rotica.com/theater to watch. Okay. There we go. And we're going to get started. You want to keep this window open if you want to hear us while we're reviewing and rifting this. And we're getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, so we're getting started here. More Watcher overtones. Talking about the infinite realities. Each choice branches out to an infinite amount of choices.
This is actually pretty bad writing, too.
Now he's saying these vast new realities. I'm guessing that is a reference to the Loki. Now that new realities can actually take place.
Oh, oh no! Please don't. Well, too late. They already done it.
Yep. They going for, is that the Power Stone?
Uh, this is the opening. They just spoiled the opening to Guardians of the Galaxy.
And that all of a sudden the thief becomes the hero. Should we be bowing? I feel like we should be bowing. Kneeling. Should I use the gun? I can get rid of the gun. He still wants to hurt him. Faster, harder. Okay, so the whole time the guy's fighting the guy, he's like still in love with him. So that was just some comedic. Okay.
This is an insult to that character. Okay.
I mean, it's
an
rough.
insult to Black Panther and to Star-Lord. It's insult.
Just wanted to say.
I feel like this is a lower decks version of they're just making fun of it. I mean, a lot of jokes, a lot of comedic overvalue here. 2 seals, 1 8-hole. So he just kidnapped. He just kidnapped freaking the Prince of Wakanda.
Yeah.
Yep. And he wanted Quill, but he didn't go back for him.
Just because he decided to go out for a walk, is that the point?
Yep.
And where's Quill? I mean, of course they're not going to answer it. But whatever.
Still on Earth.
Oh, Lord God.
No.
It's, it's,
Okay, so Thanos is like buddy pals now. Ooh, 6 days. Selfie. Hello.
she's blue.
LDG, what's your guys' touchdown? I'm at the 10-minute 46 second.
Yeah, 10 minutes 40 seconds. Yep.
All right. And see, this is my issue with the episode. It makes no sense that T'Challa did go check himself if his planet, if Wakanda was actually destroyed. Because he has his own ship, he could have went and checked himself. It was just, it's not like Yondu had him locked up for years or whatever. And in Peter Quill's case, Peter Quill had a reason for not going back because his mom died on that planet. He didn't want to go back to the planet where his mom died at. T'Challa had no reason to never ever go back home or even go check if his home is gone.
I mean, you'd figure he would.
Yeah, like you. Yeah, I mean, at some. I'm not saying he had to check like immediately the next day when Yondu picked him up. But like at least when he was like, because he has his own shit. He could have wanted to go check anytime he wanted to. He took Yondu's word for gospel. I'm like, what? And he knows Wakanda's like has all these defenses, vibranium and stuff. The U.S. military can't even destroy Wakanda. What the heck?
And Mr. Londell, that blue chick is Nebula. She was blue. It's not Gamora, which is green.
Oh yeah,
I know that.
Gamora, yeah.
I know that. It was just a
haven't
comment.
had hair.
She was blue.
Nebula haven't had hair.
Well, she doesn't have all the implants in her.
Exactly.
Robin Leach. That's messed up.
This has to be the most. This is the dumbest one so far.
Why do I smell it double crossed?
Because you have no idea what you're watching.
Hey.
Howard.
Always go duck. All right. So, a little bit of action on the outside with the distraction.
Dude, Thanos just got one-shotted by a freaking... Oh my gosh. Bullshit.
And
Yeah,
she knows
this-
the
this-
diversion
this-
right away.
I think this episode kind of ruins Thanos for me. They treated him like shit this episode.
Wait, if they're in a prison, then why is there a bar?
It's not a prison.
They're all locked up in cages.
Yeah, because the collector collects things.
And right now, one of his collections is out and about at a bar in the collection area.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. Just asking questions.
Maybe the bar also is part of the collection.
Hmm.
Why did I knew it. Double cross. Knew it.
Huh.
Uh, double backstab. So the Black Widow plot.
Oh my God. It's not a creative bone in the writing room up there. It is. So this other chick, she's like taking on the role that his little sister did in the movie.
Dude, how is
Ooh,
T'Challa going toe to toe with the Collector, and he's just a regular human still? Bro,
I have no clue, dude.
this is the equivalent of Black Widow fighting Thanos.
Uh,
Okay, trying to escape. Thanos actually did something. Okay, Thanos used to be able to shoot energy beams from his hands.
I'm just.
Can you show me some cosmic rays, please?
How about just showing me something to get excited about? This is just.
Dude, this is the same Thanos that beat the shit out of the Hulk with no Power Stone. He's getting beat up by his henchmen. This same Thanos that defeated the Hulk. They're probably about as strong.
Z Comic saying, y'all need to be whipped and chained. This episode was fire. This episode blows.
Comic chat, this is the dumbest thing I've seen times 3. This is worse than last week's episode.
I mean, the fact that, okay, seeing the fact that I had to pay for this show blows so much, it could be Hooker of the Year. If it was female. Seriously.
I mean, T'Challa's still the best part of this episode, I'll say that much, but that's about it. Oh, and Nebula looks good too.
Yeah, I still think the animation's not polished enough.
And it turns into another damn Cthulhu. Tentacles all
More
over
tentacles. We got tentacles all over the place. Non-stop tentacles.
I would more say it's a plant.
We pissed off Comic Chat. Sorry, Comic Chat. Don't insult hookers like that, says Verlance. Oh. No. I think the coolest thing about the episode is the fact that the hideout was a beheaded internal.
I don't know why T'Challa's so friendly with Yondu after Yondu literally stole him from his home and lied about his home being destroyed. Okay. Tight.
Mm-hmm.
Great writing. Amazing.
I can't believe Yandu became a good guy and didn't take more influence on T'Challa.
Unfinished bootleg Spider-Man trailer dropped. Rumors confirmed. Wow.
I just watched it. I just seen
Is it
good. They showed people that we expected to see from different multiverses. Yes. It's unfinished though, so it's not even done. It's an unfinished trailer.
It's Kang in there?
I didn't see him, but I saw Doc Ock. Alfred Molina, he's in it, and I saw Thunderbolts from Electro. So Jamie Foxx Electro is in it too. So that means Andrew and Toby will be in it too.
Sweet. Net coming to America there? Oh no. Okay, I was gonna say DQ. Wait, so who was that guy in the DQ?
Ego.
Ego?
Yeah, Ego.
Star-Lord's dad, Star-Lord's father. You didn't see Guardians 2?
No, I know it was Ego. Who was the kid sweeping the floor?
That was supposed
that was Peter.
Yeah.
That was Peter Quill.
Oh, okay.
Peter. Star-Lord, yeah. So the mom still died, but he didn't get picked up for some odd reason, which doesn't make sense, but whatever. I mean, based off how they've written this, Yondu still would have picked up Peter regardless. Even if he kept T'Challa, he still would have picked up Peter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because if we remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember watching Guardians. Once Yondu took Peter, that is when he decided to be a better person. He's still bad and evil space pirates in the first movie, but in the second movie, him taking Peter caused him to stop doing the things such as stealing the children and taking them to Ego. That change didn't happen until this final kid he had to pick up, which was Peter, that put him on this new path. It didn't happen before, and my thing is, T'Challa just saying he wants to go explore is not a good enough reason for me to believe Yondu is just going to take this random kid. Like, what purpose does this kid serve to your crew? Nothing. He just said he wants to explore. I bet all of his crewmates want to explore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my gosh. It
still didn't explain how they go from marauders to good guys.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing. I think episodes of 30 minutes. To be honest, they can be longer because I've seen anime with longer episodes, so I'm not giving them an excuse. But they're making all these changes, and they can be explaining this stuff and showing their new take on how these changes could go about and explain them. Like Yondu becoming good before picking up Peter. Yeah. How T'Challa and Thanos' conversation go, getting him to stop the snap. And I'll be honest with you, I know for a fact they probably did not have anything good written on how T'Challa could persuade Thanos. They just did it and didn't even think about it. Because I remember in Infinity War, Thanos' favorite daughter, as he calls Gamora, couldn't even get him to change. If his favorite daughter cannot get him to change his ways, how can I believe T'Challa could do it? Like, it's if his favorite daughter,
he killed his favorite daughter. Okay,
right?
Yeah, it was a bit much.
And also, even LDG Doctor Strange couldn't even do it. Two people tried to talk him out of doing it in Infinity War, and both of them failed. Gamora and Doctor Strange. There's no way I can believe T'Challa could do it. Not even Captain America could do it based off how Thanos is. Because once Thanos' planet falls, that's when he becomes the Mad Titan. And once he's the Mad Titan, you cannot change ways. Unless, this is the only way I can accept Thanos to possibly change. If T'Challa talked to Thanos before his planet was about to, fall, and talked to him about a different way to fix the situation, then yeah. But Thanos was already the Mad Titan long before T'Challa was born.
Yeah, come to think of it, Thanos presented that to his whole planet, and they said no.
Yes.
Okay. So his own race of people couldn't talk him out of doing that to save themselves.
But even
I'm sorry, I'm going there. So sorry, Mr. Londell, but it's Disney, and T'Challa is a black person, so he just went to Thanos and showed off that he's black, and everything made sense.
Yeah, I'm really sick and tired of, and this is, I'm gonna kind of be a little serious here, unless there's something I missed, and if there is, please tell me. I'm really sick and tired of every outside group of people that look at the world and they say that they're better, that they're more civil. I'm tired of those people either being people of color or female. Where's the group of white people who have learned their ways, or a group of, or even a group of diverse people that learn their ways, that look back at society right now all upside down? Why does it always have to be some diverse culture and like pure females or pure, black or whatever that looks upon us with disdain? I'm really getting sick of it, honestly.
I've been sick of it. Okay, so you're late to.
It just makes the world look like so anti-stereotypical white. Like they're killing the planet.
Look, this is a bunch of do-gooders. They think they know what's. I mean, they're like little Thanoses running around.
This is why I said, if they're switching everything around, why don't we have a white Black Panther, or anything else besides a
If you Black do that, cities are gonna burn. Okay.
Well, I'm saying I get it. But if they had good writing, if they did it right, if they touched everyone's hearts with it,
look,
and show that it's kind of like the Jungle Book, right? Like the Jungle Book.
I mean, I don't know if LD, you had white people going around saying that white people should give up seeing this movie in theaters so more black people can see Black Panther in theaters. Okay? This was the dumbest thing. Okay? If you realize how many arguments I got into people telling them, did you know that this character has been in the Marvel Universe since 1966 and they didn't know shit from shot? They didn't know that?
Yeah.
They looked at me like
that's another thing too. Yeah.
Crazy, and then I had to Google and show them. Okay, come on, dealing with idiots.
I mean, Black Panther has been around for a long time, and there has been diversity out there. It's just I don't know, man. It's just so much. I don't. It's not that I don't trust the stories. I don't trust the people backing the stories. I think that's the problem. I don't trust the people who own the MCU. I think that's the fucking problem. You know what I mean?
No, don't go that far. Look at the people that they're hiring to write. Okay, they have to really
direct
do
control
is,
over that.
Yeah, all they really have to do is pull out a series of comic books, and that's your next movie. Okay,
pretty much.
Even these what if comic books, all they got to do is grab those what if comic books and turn it into an animated movie.
You don't have to turn it
word for word. Okay, that's all.
I don't know about that. We're going a little far with page for page, word for word. I wouldn't mind a version that could try to do that, but I'd rather have new stories that go beyond that continue the comic books. You know what I mean? Yeah. But and these don't continue the comic books. These fuckers they're hiring don't know how to write. Well,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. They should have read every single what if. They should have read every single one. They should have gotten into the freaking source material, not glazed and cherry picked and try to create their own mutated version. I'm tired of seeing the words based on when the only thing that's based on is the damn title. Okay? That's it. Like nothing else is based on shit. The Infinity Wars is not based on the Infinity Gauntlet. Okay? It is the farthest thing from based on the Infinity Gauntlet whatsoever. It's not the right stones. It's not the right freaking gauntlet. It's not the right character.
Yeah. Well, at least
not the right origin story. Not the right anything. Like just. Anyway,
they haven't screwed up.
Yeah, these.
I know it's coming though, but they haven't screwed up yet.
Yeah. And these what ifs like when they get to the Marvel Zombies what if, I already knew ahead of time they was going to ruin that, not because they're doing it, but simply because of the fact that the MCU is not going to go. They're not going to do it. Like they're not going to give us actual zombies like how I seen in the Marvel Zombies comic. They're going to give us these watered down zombies that don't bite people or whatever. They're just going to be called zombies.
And Resolute says they don't even know what, most likely don't even know what if comic is. Yeah, just like the writer for WandaVision didn't even know about Mephisto. Like, didn't even know. Like, we didn't even have a chance. Like, if we didn't know, then what was with all the Mephisto references?
Yeah. But like, she claimed she didn't even know how to actually read a comic book.
I mean, this is ridiculous. And the same thing with Doctor Who when they told Whitaker not to watch Doctor Who. We want Brent. I'm like, what? What? Don't even watch Doctor Who? We want a new Doctor Who. No shit, Sherlock, but you still got to watch everything that Doctor came from to help you go forward. But then we found out why they did that, because they went ahead and rewrote the entire canon of the character and turned the character into someone completely fucking different retroactively. And that's what they're doing across the board with these things. I'm not liking them. I'm honest. I'll be honest, guys. Not liking them. The what if Thanos still should have been a tyrant. Maybe the outcome was different, but you don't change the DNA of these characters just because somebody stepped outside and got abducted by aliens. I mean, that doesn't make sense, man. One person, it doesn't make sense.
It's like it's drastic too much, because this is the thing with the MCU already with T'Challa's character. The only big thing his character affected was the fact that he made Wakanda go public so far in the MCU. Like the biggest thing he did. Big, that can really change something. Everything else he did was pretty self-contained within his world, his lore.
He made Wakanda go public?
T'Challa just...
You mean outside world, you mean?
Yeah, that was...
Okay, that's what he did on the primetime, whatever. Yeah. I don't even know what we're calling it anymore. If it's even being called prime timeline or what the fuck. But yeah, okay, go ahead.
But mind you, even in the main MCU timeline, T'Challa by himself didn't affect nothing. He didn't really make no huge changes to the MCU.
He wasn't that
like
important.
As all thing he did was make
Picard. Yeah, you weren't that important. Yeah, no, I hear you.
And look, same thing for Star-Lord. Even Star-Lord, he didn't make any big changes and stuff. The Guardians really didn't make any big changes or effects to the MCU like the Avengers have. But the thing about it is, T'Challa himself was a kid, right? So Yondu, Ravagers, they're pirates. The reason Peter Quill is, a thief and all that stuff is because of Yondu. So that would be the same for T'Challa's case. Because T'Challa would look very young. He probably like 7 or 8 or something. Still young enough to be manipulated, changed. Because if Yondu could lie to him about Wakanda being destroyed, I think he was easy to manipulate, very easy. If he fell for that, then Yondu would have still been able to turn him into a little thief, a space pirate easily. If he fell for his planet, not his planet, but Wakanda being destroyed. which makes no sense. Because he, even as a kid, he knows how powerful Wakanda is. His father was teaching him that stuff.
Yeah.
That's why it doesn't make any sense. It's just look. If the writing was better, I would be able to, try and accept the fact that T'Challa could do it, that he can make all these changes. But I don't believe.
Well, see, first off, they would have to understand the Wakandan timeline. The historical this, that, and the other that took place before the present Black Panther took the mantle. They have no idea of none of that. It's just what if T'Challa ended up going into outer space? Okay, we just saw that, and it was stupid. It wasn't thought out.
All right, hey, real quick, can you guys hold? Can you guys hold the conversation for 2 more minutes, 3 more minutes, or do you want me to close it up right now? Okay, I'll be right back. Thanks.
Well, to go on what I said before, of course, T'Challa was very young still. He went on the spaceship without knowing what he was up for, and now you have this kid, and you tell him, "Hey, want to become a space pirate?" What does that kid answer? He probably won't say, "No, I don't want to. I want to be the good guy."
Yeah. Well,
stupid bullshit.
Pirate.
Space pirate.
That's been kind of a cool thing with boys for a long time. I don't know about now, but when I was growing up, it was kind of a cool thing. You saw pirate movies and stuff. So
especially in 1988, where it was when it took place.
And also another thing about kids get homesick. And there are probably been many kids who jokingly said to themselves, "Man, I'm gonna leave home," and they probably tried to leave home and then they went back home.
Yeah,
because you're gonna get homesick. When you're a kid, you'll say something and then you change your mind. T'Challa, it's weird that he never ever tried to go home. It's not is. If it was Peter Quill's situation, if T'Challa saw Wakanda get destroyed and then he got picked up by Yondu, then it makes sense why he wouldn't want to go home because there's nothing for him because his family's gone. I did not understand it, but I don't understand it here. I'm trying to, but there's nothing in this episode to make me want to believe it. That's a good reason for him not to.
Yeah.
And then we have the thing with Thanos, the man with the biggest and strongest army of the universe.
And he was a
and T'Challa just talks him out of being the leader of this big army. Where does the army go? It's not like they just say, "Okay, we go home. Okay, everything done here." They would do
as we've seen,
and go to the next moron to lead them.
Yeah.
So that if he would have been able to talk Thanos out of it, then he should also have been talking to Thanos to keep his army in check and not just spreading around and looking for a new job, where they probably can cause chaos again.
Yeah, because as we've seen, Proxima Midnight and the other Black Order is working for the Collector. Okay, we've seen that. And it's confirmed that in this episode that he worked with them because he knows about their history.
Mm-hmm.
And also, the thing is, these two, this is my thing in this episode. Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive are very weak. We've seen it in Infinity War. I saw Okoye in Endgame literally one-shot the Black Order member with the spear. The Black Order is weak minions. They're not even that strong. I think Ebony Maw is the strongest, at most. The fact that Thanos was struggling to fight them was, weird. Didn't even make sense. We know how powerful Thanos is. We saw in Infinity War, he literally defeated Hulk, didn't even activate the Power Stone to beat up Hulk. He just hit him in the right parts of his body, and he literally subdued the Hulk in probably less than 30 seconds. Less than 30 seconds. and he's struggling to defeat the Black Order.
You know what? That's another thing that pisses me off. Like the Power Stone, you're not supposed to activate. It just automatically gives you power. You're not supposed to activate it. The second you have it, you become the most powerful thing in the universe.
Yeah.
Like the Time Stone, you activate.
And look, LDG.
Yeah.
Right.
So in the very beginning,
and
we
LDG
have a fight with the fanboy. I just forgot his name, so let's call him the fanboy. And he said he was sent by Ronan the Accuser, who also worked for Thanos before that. So there you can see that there is already this power vacuum, that Thanos has not the control over his old crew anymore, or his old soldiers. Who knows who Ronan the Accuser is working for now? If he is working for someone. And in Guardians of the Galaxy 1, we have seen how strong he is by himself.
Yeah, it's just one big pile of mess, if you ask me. I don't know, man. We'll see. They're going to keep going with this story, and it's supposed to all line up and everything. And I don't even know what the meaning was with the fact that they had Captain America's shield. Like, what was with that? Like, does that mean Captain's dead, or what's they got capped?
Yeah. And see, and look, based off the changes they did in Agent Carter, the first episode, so the U.S. military now has a bunch of Peggy's blood with super soldier serum in it. So maybe Captain America still happened within those 70 years when Peggy time traveled. But the thing about it is, I'm not sure. Maybe Steve did become Captain America, even though she disappeared. They probably still used him and gave him one of the blood vials from Peggy to give him the serum.
Wait. So wait. So wait, is this the same branch?
LDG. Yeah, the same. It's all going to connect. All this is the same. It's going to connect.
Okay, if they figured out how to get the serum out of one of her vials of blood, why did they even try to get her back? They have.
Well, it wasn't them. It was what's his name? Nick Fury.
Nick, yeah, but Nick, he would be the one that would have access to that stuff.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be different branches of the timeline, and then in some form they all merged together, or they all crossed in some form, thanks to like Doctor Strange or something. But I didn't think that this was. I thought not that these were, each episode is a different branch, and then we see them interact in some way.
Nah, they're all connected. Because if you remember in the trailer, when they do that Avengers circle spin around, Peggy Carter was next to T'Challa's Star-Lord. So it's all connected. They're just leading up to another Avengers with different characters in different positions. That's it. This is just leading up to Avengers. So we're literally redoing phase 1.
So
and 2 in a different way.
So there's an Iron Girl out there somewhere? Because it won't be Iron Man. Okay. Might be Iron Transition. He may be in transition, but he won't be a man.
I think the name
Iron
is Iron Heart. No, I think the name is Iron Heart for the female version of Iron Man.
Well, I did want to bring this up because another issue I had. So somehow the Collector defeated Hela, this OP being that only Surtur was able to destroy. Even Thor couldn't defeat Hela. She's very strong. So how does the Collector have Hela's helmet? And mind you, that helmet is not supposed to give people power because she creates the helmet. She just randomly gives her powers and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Right.
Either.
Yeah, because she makes the helmet from her hair. It's not like it's something separate she needs to put on to use her powers. She is the power. So I'm like, and how the hell did he? All right, whatever. Yeah,
yeah I hear you. That's funny.
scalped her.
Well, I didn't like the fact that they were using
writing
the
is-
space stone as a battery pack either. So, I mean, it's the space stone for God's
Yeah.
sakes. I didn't like the power. Like you could get power from any of the stones, but like that it just doesn't make sense.
Tesseract.
LEG, show me for a second.
Yeah.
It's coming.
No. 2020 Ironheart. Oh boy.
Black female Iron Man. By the
Okay.
name of Ironheart. So it already is established.
Now,
Wow.
While
but
people said it would be his daughter,
so you're thinking they're going to work Ironheart into the what if?
yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. You'll see.
I mean, they already worked in an Iron Man suit in the first What If, or a kind of Iron Man suit.
Oh, the big bulky thing Steve was in.
Yep,
Oh,
which actually was the only part that I didn't like because it didn't fit in.
it didn't fit in that Agent Carter, with them 9-inch guns,
Well, Steve also used guns.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is this whole divergence timeline thing, and that how are they explaining how the timeline diverges? Now, a lot of people are taking it like as a single event changing. But what you don't realize is that time forever changes, forever changes, forever changes. So you have people's choices on top of other people's choices at the same time. So even though you might make a different change, someone else might make a different change that branches off. Like it's not a simple one timeline and then a single branch comes out of it. It's more like an infinite starburst of branches at every single moment after every other single moment after every other single moment. Like they're not countable. But that's not how they're portraying these branches. They're portraying them as like a tree, as a single event that changes, and that creates a whole new universe moving forward. But that's not the reality of it. And they're making it look like they're trying to sell it like like the tree branch effect, but they're showing us multiple changes at the same time. The whole, the Thanos changes. Like it wasn't just the fact that he got picked. T'Challa got picked. It's confusing as freaking hell. That's why I'm thinking these are different branches. These are different branches, and that they're going to meet up at the end somehow. Now I don't know. We'll see how they do it. But
so then it's one particular event that set all this off. Then is what
the single event is the beginning of time, and at the moment of the beginning of time, it branches out like a starburst, and each particular, every single choice.
No, I'm talking
branches out.
I mean, what single event in the Marvel universe that's given us? It's one event that's given all of this. What if?
Well, that was Loki, technically. The second that the timeline was allowed to live.
Now I'm confused.
But yeah, because they let Kang. They killed Kang. And Kang no longer was trimming the branches and kept the timeline to a single strand, which doesn't even make sense because it wasn't a single strand. It was multiple strands all following the same path, if that makes sense. And once somebody strayed, only the straying timelines got pruned. But now that the TVA is no longer there, or it is there, but for some reason it seems not to be doing its job, now the timeline's allowing to be branched out into all the multiple whatever the hell possibilities. And that's what's causing that event is the focal point of whatever we're seeing right now. All these what
so this is based on the shit that happened in Loki?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
That's why I said new. In the intro, he says new alternate realities or new branches. He says the word new, like as if, you know, technically it wouldn't be new, right? Technically, he would just be he would be just calling them branches, but he's talking about new branches because of what happened in Loki.
So why don't we just just throw a little WandaVision in there too while we're at it.
No, I'm done. I'm good. Check, please. Nope, thank you. You know, and this is another series that they should have released all at once. This whole 1 week at an episode, this is bullshit. They should have released all episodes now.
Yeah. That's the thing about this show. This show does not deserve any watch parties. Reviews, yeah, that's fine. It doesn't deserve watch parties. It doesn't deserve me waiting until midnight to watch this shit. This shit is not worth not worth me waiting a week at a time for some bullshit writing each episode.
Yeah.
Not worth it each week. And like, cause this thing, I'm not watching it day one it drops. I watch it the next day. I'm willing to wait the next day to watch this shit. I don't care if nobody spoils me on there on Twitter, because this shit is worthless. I cared for Loki, even WandaVision and Falcon and the Soldier. I didn't want nobody spoiling me. I stayed up until midnight to watch this stuff. And this is the other thing. These what ifs, I probably would have liked them better if they was live action.
Yeah, possibility. Resolute says it's supposed to be a single event. That's the damn intro. No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. They're selling it to us as if it's a single event. But look what happens after that single event. It's like the entire universe is different.
Yeah.
You know, Thanos is a pacifist now. No. It was only no. Too much shit has changed. Like that whole shit with the Collector, and I mean, because he went out for a walk. Now, you know, Captain America's with the Collector. The damn what's her name with the helmet? Like all this shit. No. That he wasn't that important. And you're gonna have a hard time selling to me that he talked out of freaking Thanos. You're gonna have a hard time selling me that.
Yeah,
well, at least the Collector didn't have Thor's hammer. Okay,
we don't even know. We gotta double check that real quick because it was so fast. He might have had it.
Nobody can pick that hammer up but Thor. Okay, so
and Captain America.
Wherever Thor drops it, that's where it'll be until he comes pick it up. Supposedly, now.
All right. Well, forwarding.
Let's see. We're gonna. So Thor's gonna be on this new team of Avengers, like in the trailer. He was in the trailer in the lineup, so he's gonna be part of the team. I don't know where he's at because this is what I'm thinking. If the Collector somehow defeated Hela. Did he do something to Odin? Because Odin was the one keeping her at bay, and he locked her away.
Oh, he does have Thor's hammer. He does have Mjolnir.
What?
Hold up, I'll share a screen. 1 second.
No.
He does have Thor's hammer hung up.
So I'm guessing Thor's going to pick it up later then.
No, Thor had to hang it up there then, okay? If we follow the mythology.
Here it comes in 3, 2, 1. It's like 1 second. There we go. Okay, got it. All right, share screen. I had it right at the spot, right there. There's Thor's hammer right there.
Oh.
There's Thor's hammer right there. Some daggers, some swords, some other swords.
Right next to Cap's shield. Okay.
I mean, look, the another good thing about this episode, whatever Collector we saw here, I wish we seen this Collector fight Thanos in Infinity War.
Yeah, this is Mjolnir.
Before Thanos, took him out and took their reality stone.
Not only does he have the Mjolnir, but he's got it hung up. It's not supposed to be hung up. Like, you can't. How did you get Mjolnir hung up like that? Like, no, not going to happen. So, there you go, man. Oh, dude, they're fucking shit up left and right. I swear to God, freaking Stanley's rolling over in his grave right now. He is. He's begging God to come back to Earth so we can fix his shit.
He's the only one that can.
You know, live action would be way too expensive. I'm tired of hearing expensive. I mean, of course it would be expensive, but do it.
It's not.
It's supposed to be a
Disney has money. No,
that's the damn intro.
Disney has two theme parks. They got Star Wars, Marvel. They're making bank. I don't hear no excuses about
they're making
live
bank,
action and
but
stuff.
you're gonna find people because it all comes down to one-sided capitalism. They're gonna say, well, that's not the money for the movies. Yes, it could be the money for the movies. That's how it works. I mean,
right.
you make money, you make money.
Yeah, because think about it. These episodes are shorter than all the other MCU shows that came out. Most of them are like 50 minutes, 45 minutes. This is only 30 minutes. I think they can do live action episodes 30 minutes.
Longer than
not have to talk so much and speed through it. Because I'll be honest.
24 minutes.
Yeah, because I'll be honest. I've seen animes that make 2D animated 45-minute episodes, 55-minute episodes. No excuse for Disney. I'm not giving Disney no excuse.
Yeah,
they have the money.
Of course. Yes, they do. Yes, absolutely. Not only that, but with streaming platforms now, shows like this become a commodity because they are rewatchable by new generations. It's not like back in the day where you had movies that, you can name some, Mr. Lundell can name movies that I have never seen, nor have I heard of, nor do I want to see. Shows like this have a longer shelf span for more generations to watch this stuff because it won't be dated. There's no black and white. Like, this is it. We're pumping out CGI, top graphics, good quality content here. It's going to have a higher lifespan than some black and white, 20 frame per second bad audio movie that was made in the 50s. Okay.
Yeah.
Some of those movies are great, though.
No, I didn't want to make it sound like they're not great. Not what I'm, but you get what I'm trying to say about lifespan, shelf life. It's not only rewatchable for us. Not only should these be rewatchable for us, but they should survive at least 2 to 3 generations, maybe even more.
Yeah, because like this show here, and I think it has to do with the writing and the rating of it and the people they're appealing to. This show is for MCU fans. That includes us, adults, old people, kids, whoever. This show is literally written just for the kids. But this is the thing. You would have to watch all the prior MCU movies to understand what this show is trying to do. So I don't even feel like it's really for the MCU fans because the writing is literally catered to children at this point. It's literally for one audience, for children. They can take the show, put this on Disney XD with the other Marvel animated shows, and you couldn't tell the difference. You literally couldn't tell the difference because it blends right in with that other mess that I watched.
Yeah, and I'm not liking the unpolished graphics, the way it kind of looks 3D but doesn't look 3D. It's just cell shaded 3D. That's all it is. But it's not polished enough. It should. I don't know. There's one thing about style, and there's another thing. This thing looks just sloppy. Like they just don't want to put the extra money in to turn the graphics settings up even higher. I've seen better graphics in low end video games. Seriously,
I'll give them a pass on the animation, but you gotta be able to tell a story. We turn a phrase, make me want to just be like this and what's happening. Let me hang on somebody's every word in a scene. Yep. And notice how his actions or her actions follow the dialogue. I mean, come on.
That's what kids aren't even dumb enough to enjoy this.
It's about telling a story. That's the whole thing.
Resolute, I have to agree with you on that one because I'm watching it sometimes with my 7-year-old nephew, and he is like, "Okay, did I miss something, or is this character really that stupid?"
Hey SS, are you gonna be on the round table with me?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you and I, dude, tag team, Goku Vegeta, right here, bro.
We're gonna have to, bro.
Yeah, because you know what?
I'm not gonna let this episode slide. I can't.
Yeah, don't because
don't. It's lazy.
Don't because we got. Looks like we got comic chat and Anzo both saying this episode was fire.
Oh my god!
Yeah, dude, we're gonna have a tough. I'm gonna need you by my corner. I got your back. You get my back, bro. And I don't care if you have to, like if you can back me up on anything I say. I got your back on anything you say. Feel free to, if it's my turn or whatever. Totally, dude.
Hey, LDG, just like what Cap said to Bucky. I got you till the end of the line.
Yo, I'm telling you, man.
Dude, I can't.
Let's ring it.
I'm not letting this episode slide because I did a review with MSK and me and him. Well, I went in on it. And I went in on this episode, and just like what Mondell said earlier, like the most interesting about What Ifs is the changes with the writing, how things are different, and that has to do with the writing, the storytelling, and stuff. And if you can't pull me in with your writing, I mean,
yeah.
Because look, with the first Captain Carter episode, the only thing I took away was the action and the visuals. That's it. I didn't care less about the writing because I was like, some of this stuff don't add up what they're trying to do. But the visuals and action was great, and that's it. That's what you call popcorn stuff. And I know MCU is a lot of it is popcorn stuff. I understand that, but some of it still has meaning, emotions, and good writing. Winter Soldier wasn't just popcorn; it also had a good story. But that's just my thing.
Resolute. See, as I said before, I watch that stuff sometimes with my 7-year-old nephew, and I like when he is like, "Okay, I don't get it. Those characters are stupid and stuff like that," and he thinks the exact same thing that I think, but he's telling me what he thinks without me having to tell him what I think. So seeing that he has the same problems with that shit that I do, while I am more of a fan than he is, as I have more years as a fan on my tab, that's quite interesting.
Because even then, like some people don't give too much credit to the kids nowadays, because the kids nowadays aren't just watching kiddie stuff. I mean, they're watching more stuff than this kid stuff. I remember I saw a bunch of kids in my theater when Deadpool came out, and they was there in the theaters watching it. Like this is the thing. There's kids who might find this corny too because it's corny. You know what? This is honestly like dialogue you would see in like a Sesame Street episode.
Right. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you, how's MSK feeling? Has he gotten over his sickness? Is his fever reduced, or is he stopped hallucinating, or whatever I heard he wasn't doing too well at all, man. I hope he's getting better soon. Ever since I saw that tweet of his saying that he should do a review for Batwoman.
Oh,
I asked him. I said, "Did you eat the local food or something? Are you okay? Or do you need some help? I can."
Hey man, I'm just trying to do the best I can to keep him from watching that because he's going to go into he's going to have a seizure watching it, and I want to keep that from happening because Batwoman induces a seizure.
If he's got suicidal thoughts, tell him I'm here. I'm willing to talk to him anytime he needs to vent or something I can help him with. If he's got a death wish or if he's just something happened to him. I mean, did he have a bad trip or something? I mean, I don't know. I feel for him. When I saw that tweet, I was like, holy shit, he's asking for it.
Yeah, just tell him no.
Dude, I basically asked him if he was okay. Nobody wants to say those words. That's like me saying I want to see Dragon Ball Evolution.
You like it.
That is the worst piece of garbage. I'd rather watch WandaVision again.
Yeah, WandaVision
that's saying something. Yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is. So anyway, on that note, it's 8 o'clock, guys. Listen, we got the round table at 8:30. I'll drop the link in the chat. Guys, it's going to be a crazy round table. I'm telling you right now. Me and SS, dude, yo, tag team to hell, bro. Because we're going to have a rough, and I think it's comic division is going to be on our side too. So we might even have a triple tag team action here. I'm afraid that Lunga in yellow, and it's going to be yellow, Lunga, Anzo in comic chat versus you, me, maybe Chris in comics.
Hey,
so it's going to be all out war, dude. You want to talk about Infinity War? You're going to see war tonight on the round table. I guarantee it.
Tune in for the war tonight, guys. Somebody's going home in a stretcher.
I can't seem to type into the chat, can I? There it is. There's the link. There's the link to tonight's 30 minutes. So I got about 15 minutes to relax, get some blood to my ass, make a coffee, just unwind for a minute, and then in 15 minutes I'll be over in the backstage for the round table, and we'll get started at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on the dot. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Hey Mar, Mr. Londell, and SSJ, man, thanks. Hey, do you rather like being SSJ or K Dots or SD? What do you like to be nicknamed? For sure.
I mean, y'all can go either K Dots or SSJ, whatever works for y'all. People usually don't say the full name, so just keep it short.
It's a bit, just like mine, just LDG. No one actually, unless they're typing it. All right, sweet man. Thanks for hanging out. And I'm sorry I had to put you through this. Yes, guys, go ahead and hit that downvote. This is what the downvote's for. When I subject you to shit like this, you hit that downvote. All right. So no worries, no hard feelings. Go ahead and slam that downvote. Let's see how many we can get, and we will do this again next week. I usually like to do the watch parties not when they drop, but when I have to do the round table. I wish we did the round table the day after the episode dropped. That way we could do it faster and possibly get some newer viewers, but they want to do it on Sunday. So be it. And then catch us later tonight over on Eli Who's channel. We're doing his 24/7 watch, 24-hour live stream tonight, guys, at midnight Eastern Standard Time for his birthday bash. So Eli Who's birthday bash, guys. Try to show some love and support. And if you're following my tweets, there is a PayPal link to throw him some birthday bucks. If you have a couple bucks, throw it Eli Who's way for his birthday, guys. Appreciate it, everyone. Any you guys have anything you want to say before I close it up?
Thanks for having me on, LGG. That's all I got to say. Thanks for having me on.
Never have to thank me, man. But you got any shows or streams or anything, guys?
In about 30 minutes, I'll be dropping
besides the one I just plugged.
I mean, okay. Well, in about 30 minutes, I have a comic book review going to premiere on my channel in about 30 minutes. So I have that coming.
Wait, so you're going to be premiering a video while you're on another channel at the same time?
Yeah, man.
Damn, man, you're really pumping it out. All right, guys, well, check that out, man. That's SSJ K Dots, man. Mr. Londell over on Odyssey and in Mar. So thank you very much, everybody. Take care. Love you. LDG out.
Later.
Yes.